Hey everyone, and welcome back to DataSurface. In our last video, we answered the big question, why do we need the cloud? We learned that it's like a giant power grid for computing, letting you rent power instead of owning it. But here is the next big question. If you want to plug into the grid, which plug do you use? It turns out the cloud isn't just one single thing. It's mapped with a few different territories. Today, we are exploring that map, the types of cloud computing. Let's quickly see what we will cover as part of the session. And we got a clear plan. We'll do quick 10-second refresher on what the cloud is. And then we are going to introduce the 4 main models. We will do a deep dive on what makes each one different. And most importantly, we will show you how to choose the right one for the job. Let's get into it. Alright, just that quick recap, I promise. What's the cloud computing? In the simple terms, it just means you are renting computer services like servers, storage, software over the internet instead of owning and maintaining all that expensive hardware yourself. You get on-demand power, you pay for what you use, and you can scale up globally in minutes. That's it. So, when you decide to use the cloud, you got 4 main options. We can think of these as 4 flavors you can choose from. You have got a public, private, hybrid, and multi-cloud. They all do different things. Let's break them down one by one using simple analogy. First up, the one most people use, the public cloud. The analogy for this it is exactly like renting an apartment. Think about it. You don't own the building, you just pay your rent and you get to use the apartment, the power and the water. The landlord, that's the provider like AWS or Google, handles all the maintenance and security for the whole building. It's a cheap, it's easy, and you share the building with other tenants, right? So if you see, the key benefits is massive scalability, lower cost and no maintenance, and mostly used for websites, applications and storage for the general public. The next one is private cloud. So, but what if you are a bank, a hospital or a government? You can't have other tenants, right, in your building. You need total privacy and control. That's when you use a private cloud. The analogy, owning your own house. It's all yours. You have total control. You get a maximum security and privacy because no one else is there. The downside, well, just like owning a house, it's expensive and you are responsible for all the maintenance and upkeep. And the key benefits is, as I mentioned, it's a maximum security, compliance and customization. You have full control on this. And moreover, it is used for government, finance and healthcare data. Let's move to the next one, hybrid cloud. So this is where it gets really smart. So what if you want both? You have got some sensitive data you need to keep safe in your house, but you also want a cheap, easy power of the apartment for busy days. You build a hybrid cloud, and the analogy here is like owning your own car, but also using the city bus as well. You have your own car, that's your private cloud, ready for secure private trips, but you can also hop on the city bus, the public cloud, when you need to scale up or save on costs. The key benefits is you get the best of both worlds, security for your data and scalability when you need it. Used for cloud busting, e-commerce and legacy systems migrations. Now move to the next one. The final one is multi-cloud. So alright, multi-cloud, this one sounds like hybrid, but it's little different. This isn't just about mixing public and private. The analogy here is shopping at different grocery stores. Think about it. Why would you only shop at one? You might think one store has the best vegetables, but other one has the best price on fruits. So it's the same in tech as well. A company might use Google Cloud for its AI tools, but use Amazon Cloud for storage, but use Amazon Cloud for its storage. So multi-cloud just means you are using services from multiple different providers to get the best tool for the job. So let's compare these 3, public, private and hybrid cloud, head-to-head comparison. So public cloud is cheap, scalable, reliable, and you don't manage it. Since it's managed by third party, you have less flexibility and control. So these are the pros and cons. Now coming to the private cloud is a completely dedicated to a single organization, gives you total control and security, but it's way more expensive and you have to manage it yourself. These are the pros and cons by private cloud. And hybrid cloud in the middle tries to give you the perfect balance of both. Combines the public cloud scalability with the private cloud security and control. So now let's move on to the next big question is when to choose which one or which one is recommended to when, right? So if your main goal is low cost and massive scale, like for a new website, you go to public cloud. If your main goal is security and control, like a bank, you go with the private. And if you need flexibility or you want to use the best tools from everyone, you go with the hybrid or multi-cloud strategy. This is a kind of a use case when to choose which one. Based on your requirement, you can choose the recommended cloud. So there you have it, public, private, hybrid and multi-cloud. It's not so complicated, right? It's just different models for different jobs. You have just built a solid foundation in how the cloud is structured. In our next video, we are going to dive into the what is infrastructure as a service, what is mean by platform as a service, and what is mean by software as a service. So these are the three service models provided by the cloud platforms. So we will explore about these three service models in the next video. If you want to keep building your expertise, be sure to hit the button and upgrade your skill with the DataSurface. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.